Hi guys, welcome to Go See Gail. So today I'm going to talk about The View and how Arnold Schwarzenegger is on The View today. And he was there to promote a movie, but he also got on the show in sort of a dicey way, in my opinion. He went to a Planet Hollywood thing with Whoopi Goldberg, and they do it every 30 years or whatever, and they're good friends, and they were having a really good time, and he said, I want to go on the show, you know, and she was like, cool, yeah, let's do it. I know a lot of you already know what happened, but let's play it.
But the key thing also is at the same time that we got to do things legal. That is the important thing, you know, so you got to do things legal, and those people that are doing illegal things in America and that are foreigners, they are not smart. Because when you come to America, you're a guest.
That's
and you have
right.
to behave like a guest. Like when I go to someone's house and I'm a guest, then I will do everything I can to keep things clean and to make my bed and to do everything that is the right thing to do rather than committing a crime or being abusive or something like that. So that does.
Look at Sunny Hostin. She is just like, please, okay, please don't talk anymore. Oh, you really need to stop. Oh, you need to stop. Oh my God, you're ruining it. We need you to just hate Trump. We need you to just talk badly about Trump and say that, you know, they're doing terrible things to the illegal immigrants. You can't say what you're saying right now. You're ruining the segment. Whoopi, why did you book him? You should have vetted him. I don't care if you guys are friends for 30 years. It's hilarious.
It doesn't really work in this country. So I think the important thing is
back. I gotta get
when you become an immigrant,
charger.
to think about, okay, I go to America because I want to use America for the great opportunities that America has in education, in jobs, creating a family, all of those kind of things. Then you have to think about, okay, if I get all of those things from America, then I have to give something back. You have a responsibility as an immigrant to give back to America and to pay back to America and to go and do something for your community for no money whatsoever. Give something back to after-school programs, Special Olympics, or whatever it is. Make this country a better place.
No, don't forget, there's a 90% of the people who come here are trying to do the right thing.
They're less likely to.
No, they're not, Whoopi. They're not trying to do the right thing. If they were trying to do the right thing, they would do it legally. They would come in legally, okay, Whoopi? So you're wrong about that. You know, I would never go to another country illegally and like try to make a life there without doing it the right way. And millions of people have come here and did it the wrong way. And that's not cool. And that is not doing the right thing. That's muddying down our already difficult economy right now. It's a difficult economy that we're living in right now. And you bring in 10 to 20 million people that shouldn't be here, and then we have to pay for them. And that makes it a lot harder for everybody. It just really does. I was watching a deportation video, which was sad. And, you know, these parents are like, we have 6 girls at home that we take care of, and they're going to be devastated. And it's just like, I didn't have any kids, you know. I grew up middle class, sometimes less than middle class, you know, just hardworking parents on the East Coast. And I saw how hard it was for them to raise 3 kids. And I see how hard it is for lots of people to raise kids. Why are you having 6 kids? Why are you having 6 kids and then bringing them all here so that we have to take care of them? Because that's what happens, you know, like us taxpayers take care of them. And then people say, oh, illegals pay taxes. No, they don't. Not the way we do. And the reason why I say that is because I see many examples of people that are here illegally and their medical coverage is totally covered. I have a girlfriend who went through breast cancer, and she worked her whole life and she wasn't fully covered. And I have other friends that are illegals and they're covered. It baffles my mind because I'm like, why isn't it, if it's going to be covered for people that are here illegally, why isn't it covered for everybody then? You know, if we're going to do that, I mean, why do people have to work so hard and then we have to pay for people that aren't even supposed to be here? I don't have all the answers, but these are my grievances. I even saw something online. It was in the comments section of this couple that was getting deported that have 6 kids at home. You know, this one lady said, I worked in the hospital, and there was this one illegal guy that was getting all of this like high-end medical care, and he didn't want to pay for a $5 copay. And he was just, and the people were just like, fine, like succumbing to this for some reason. And that's infuriating. It's $5, and you act like you're like you're entitled to it, and you're illegal. That's infuriating. You are a guest, like Arnold Schwarzenegger says. You guys start acting like what? So that's how I feel. I just feel like if you're gonna come here, you know, respect the country, respect the laws, respect the rules. And if you're deported, just, you know, come back in through the correct entry, and then we'll get along and learn the language. I'll say this one last thing. It's just one more thing that happened to me. I was applying for a bartend. I have like 5 jobs. I was applying for a bartending job. As I was waiting on the patio to talk to my manager, I was talking to these 3. I don't know if they were illegal, but the one girl spoke some good English and the other 2 didn't speak any English. And I remember just doing small talk, like, hi guys, like, so are you guys applying for a job here too? That's so cool. Yeah. And I went to talk to the one guy because I didn't know that they didn't speak English. And the girl was like, he doesn't I'm like, speak English? And she's like, yeah. I was like, oh, and he looked at me like, he glared at me like I was, like I ran over his cat or his dog or something. He looked at me like I was a piece of garbage, right? And that's not acting like a guest, you know? I just think I never act that way when I travel, and I don't travel that much, but I do get out and I get to other countries, and if it's another language going on and I'm trying to speak it or whatever, if I don't know what I'm saying, I'm always like, I'm sorry, and I get my translator on my phone, I'm like, blah, and I try to like speak it, I'm like, thank you, oh my god, that's where the bathroom is, okay, cool. But there is a way to talk to people when you are a guest in this country, and I'd like to see a little bit more of that, and then I would be a little more empathetic. But it's the entitlement that I'm rather sick of. I could talk about tips and not getting tipped by people that you know, are not from this country, but that's a whole nother thing. I'm going to save that for another day. So this is Go See Gail. Let me know what you guys think about what Arnold Schwarzenegger had to say. Do you think that they should act more like, you know, guests, or do you think that they're totally entitled? Thank you for sticking to the end of the video, and like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you again very soon.